Phoenix, where do you have him?
Fenix. Okay, so remember how Keldalis has 700 DPS?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the enemy heroes will never forget. They've been traumatized way too many times by Keldalis swinging his arms wildly, and they just disappear in 2 seconds flat.
It's Amon who's gonna be playing memorable boss.
Yeah, literally. Amon's gonna be the one who has to worry about a crazy amount of insane heroes because Keldalis just keeps coming back. He will have to keep going back because of Moment of Silence.
Yep.
Memorable boss is actually remarkably honestly, this is the hardest Heroes from the Storm for Phoenix for P2 Phoenix just because of the problem of you kill one hero and then Keldalis has to die before you can send another one to kill another hero, and it's
So you just switch to attack speed mastery, right? So he becomes more of a glass cannon type thing.
No, you still don't do that because otherwise he's just not gonna kill the hero before he dies horribly. It's just gonna be a matter of Heroes from the Storm or Moment of Silence slows you down a lot, and that's gonna be a bit awkward when it's you're trying to deal with a wave of heroes, but also there is a set of shuttles going for the conduit. You do need to shoot those down somehow, and Phoenix is very bad at shooting down shuttles. It's kind of ironic here. For Phoenix, for everyone else, it's oh yes, heroes, very scary heroes. Oh yeah, we got to shoot the objective as well. For Phoenix, it's heroes. Yes, Keldalis will go eat them for breakfast. Oh shoot, how do I shoot the shuttle? Ah, the shuttle. One option for shooting shuttles is Solarite Dragoon. Just spam Arsenal Overcharge, spam E, and I mean, Mojo with his spell can kind of do things to shuttles. Kind of. It doesn't do that much damage because shuttles aren't armored and they have 700 health. So they don't really care that much. So yeah, you can kill heroes really well, but you can't kill shuttles very well. So he who kills all the heroes but fails the main objective still loses.
I mean, at the very least, to make life very easy for your ally. Or if
assuming your ally is on top of objective killing, Phoenix can be great. If you can't assume that of your ally, he's probably C.
C? Wow.
It is really painful trying to kill shuttles with this man.
Well, okay. How about you, two?
Photon cannons exist. They suck, but they exist, and you can use them to kill shuttles. I used P3 because P3 gives me refunds every time Keldalis dies. So, and I want him to die faster, so I get a new one so he can go in and swing some more. I try P2 first, and what happens is that Artanis charges my shell army, and everyone dies. So with P3, my Talus and I'm playing P3 like P2, so I'm just still sending 2 at a time, and the Talus shells actually can damage the shuttles and maybe even kill them. And if they're stunned, it doesn't matter because they're just shells. Also, I only used 3 champions. I only used the 2 gateway ones and Warbringer.
Oh, Warbringer. Oh,
Warbringer because
the shooty thing, the green laser
his
thing.
Ability, it hits shuttles really well.
His nuke thing.
Yeah,
the Yamato
the Yamato thing. Yeah, the Yamato. There we go.
It's good for hitting shuttles.
So where do you have him?
I feel like he's really straightforward, but you need luck in shuttle spawns because if they go in a different direction than you were especially the last wave, if it goes if it's one of the patterns that aren't favorable for you, you're gonna just lose. I put him in B because it's really straightforward. The plan is really straightforward.
Actually,
just throw bodies, right?
Yeah, you throw you were using your shells to shoot shuttles while you're microing your heroes against the enemy heroes.
I'm not microing. I'm just sending 1A,
1A,
1A.
What happens if a wave ends up deciding to go on the same side as the shuttles? How do you shoot the shuttles?
Dragoon suit.
The
The one with the triple, I think I saved the Dragoon suit so that I could snipe all 6 shuttles at once.
Yeah. My concern is that the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one being the one with the triple, you can have all 3 of those have in a row a set of shuttles that's guarded by heroes for almost its entire path, and it's just I don't know how you're shooting that.
I engaged the shuttles. I engaged the heroes at the spawn point.
Yeah.
Like where they spawn.
Yeah, you have to slow them down.
Yeah.
And I guess you have to get the right heroes.
I can see P3 making it a lot easier than P2. A lot easier. P3 on this map is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I guess the refunds make it, viable to go cans at the rear. So
oh yeah, Caldalis is literally free because Blizzard can't code right, so Caldalis gives it 100% refund instead of a 75%. So Caldalis is literally free.
There it is.
So that's really helpful.
So where do we have him? Can we go with B? I think B, just to stay on the theme with memorable Bs.
He's harder than the Bs. I feel like.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with P3? Even with, like, being able to afford cannons at the rear? Even with, the Predator suit or, a Dragoon suit? Or in the worst case scenario, go Arbiter suit and freeze the wave so you can shoot down the shuttles or something.
Yeah.
Or you go all
just
3.
See it getting, I can see it just getting so messy and requiring so much like competence with Fenix to figure out how to handle the many disaster scenarios and emergency scenarios that will almost certainly arise.
Well, you can say the same thing for Alarach. Not as tricky to micro, but the same disaster scenarios can arise, right?
Yeah.
I feel like at least for Fenix, you really don't have to worry about like the people engaging the heroes. You don't have to worry about them dying because they're supposed to die.
That's true. This is nice. Also, P3 helps with like keeping your shell farm nice and distant because that double buff on the run speed. Yeah, exactly. They run very fast. They run comedically fast.
It's like they have speed freaks. Amon's playing.
No, worse. You can run from like the bottom right expansion to the third bonus objective. You can run that distance with Talus before Avenging Protocol runs out.
I was waiting for a second. How many seconds does it take Talus?
Is that
faster than Usain Bolt?
It's like 10 seconds or something.
Does she outrun stemmed vultures?
Possibly, I'm not sure. We'd have to test that.
Does she outrun blue zone stetlings?
Is that an idea? Is this like
how
Olympics?
fast? Wait, vultures with I thought you were thinking vultures with afterburners plus the drop pod hit. If it's just afterburners, oh yeah, she definitely outruns those. She's in league with Zerglings in blue zone. Yeah, that's the hero.
Wow,
speed.
I want to see that now. I want to.
They fast.
I want to. Yeah.
Talus are fast with people.
All right, I just got an idea.
It's funny to watch, actually, how fast they run with the full Avenging Protocol on P3. So that will help a lot, too. So I don't know. I haven't tried P3 against this mutation, but I've used P3 against other mutations and been impressed, especially on this map, with how well P3 worked to help with the whole shooting shuttles thing, because my units are no longer useless. My non-hero units are no longer decorations. So I guess we can put him in B tier.
Hey.
We seem to have 2 classes in B tier right now. The A's who are in B are Tannis and Arcturus, and then there's the actual B's, which is everybody else.
Artanis and Arcturus.
Yes. And then Elarak also starts with an A, but he is not an A because he is too difficult.
Well, I think it's fine.
And Avatar. Wait a second. We have 4 A's in B tier. How did this happen?
Because it's memorable B's. Everyone's gonna be in B. I think we're fine though. Like so far, So far we have. I think it's just because I almost feel like we're overselling this mutation a little bit because it's not it's not real memorable boss. Almost because like
It's kind of hard.
it is kind of hard. You will get overwhelmed if you have the wrong commanders and if you don't know what to do. But like, it feels like I don't know. I'm gonna when my kid grows up, when he's like 10, we're gonna be telling the legend of real memorable boss, not like this fake one that he's playing.
Yes. The legend of real memorable
The
boss
legend
that
of-
is actually memorable enough to have legends about.
Yeah, and not like this cheap knockoff that people play and forget next week. So it's a little bit sad. Oh well. Wait, I'm trying to see if I can stretch that to 8 minutes to separate the Phoenix video into a separate video. All right, let's go.